This segment of the module is a guide for parents, questions specifically that parents may want to ask of the CTE programs and instructors, and is simply intended as a guide to help you when reviewing options for your child and planning for post-secondary and career opportunities. I think a great beginning question, and it's really a question for parents, is how are you involved in the planning process for your child? How are you helping your child plan for post-secondary and career opportunities? And are you really familiar with the graduation requirements that your child will have to fulfill? And have you considered all of the elective options, including CTE, and how they'll actually fit into that plan or that pathway for your child? So a great first question for parents is, do I understand what it's going to take for my child to be successful at the secondary level, and do I understand how that's going to impact post-secondary options? So if I'm a parent, I would certainly want to find out all that I could about the graduation plans in the state of Texas, the recommended graduation plan as well as the Distinguished Achievement Plan, and how those CTE electives can focus and enhance the academic learning that my child will be receiving while at the secondary level. An excellent lead question to ask of the CTE instructors of the CTE program is, are your programs certified? Do they meet industry certification requirements? And will my child have the opportunity to obtain an industry-based certificate or a license as kind of a capstone experience while in the CTE program? And the reason that's so important is we know those programs that have met industry standards and are indeed certified have to be taught to a very high academic rigorous standard in order for the students to obtain that industry certificate or license. So as a parent, I want to make sure that the program that my child is considering taking as an elective is going to enhance academic learning while also enhancing their opportunities for post-secondary education as well as career opportunities. Now, along those same lines, another good question for parents to ask of the CTE program is, will my child have the opportunity to attain college credit while enrolled in the CTE program? Now, that can be dual credit or it can be tech prep. But as a parent considering whether or not CTE will enhance my child's opportunities for post-secondary education, I certainly want to know if they can receive those college credit, because then it's entirely possible that my child can go on to the community college level with 15 or so college credit hours. So I think that's an informed question for parents to ask of the CTE program. As parents, I think you have the opportunity to go out and actually sit in and review CTE programs. And a great question to ask the CTE instructor is, do you require reading outside the classroom? And that's one of the hallmarks that we want to look for in a quality CTE program. Also, is reading required in the content area? Is reading required in the CTE classroom? And give some examples. Ask the teacher to provide examples of what types of reading assignments might occur and what types of reading outside the classroom might be assigned. Are these industry journals? Are these research sites? So reading both in the content area, in the classroom, and reading assignments outside the classroom area, I think that's one of the things we should be looking for in a quality CTE program. One of the best questions for a parent to ask is, how will career and technical education enhance my child's opportunity to go on both for post-secondary education and for career opportunities? And I'll give you a great example of what I'm talking about. I just met with some industry representatives in the IT field, and one of the certificates that's available through Career and Technical Education is the Cisco Certified Network Associate. Now, this is an entry-level certificate. It's called the CCNA certificate, and we asked the industry reps, how does the CCNA certificate assist our students who are trying to get into the IT field? And the answer from each one of them was, when we see the CCNA certificate on the resume, those resumes go to the top of the stack. And those are the students we are seeking. Those are the students who we're going to interview first. So it really gives these students a tremendous advantage over someone who's trying to enter the IT field who doesn't have that industry-based certificate. So for parents, be looking for how the CTE program is going to enhance and accelerate academic education, and at the same time give your child an advantage over someone who has not received this occupationally specific training while in career and technical education. For parents who are reviewing the career and technical education programs, I think if you're going to go out and do a site observation, what you really want to check for is this idea that the teacher has high expectations for all students. What you're looking for is you're looking for academic rigor. You are looking for students who are held to both academic and industry standards. You are looking for industry-based equipment that's reflected of what we would see in industry. And so when we see all of those things occurring, when we see quality classroom instruction taught at a very high level of academic rigor, and when we see a laboratory experience where the students are actually utilizing the tools that we would see in business and industry, and we see the teacher holding all students to that high level of rigor, then we know that we have a program that has high expectations for all students. And if I'm a parent, that's certainly one of the things that I want for my child. I want a teacher who expects my child to perform at a very high level academically, and in addition will hold my child accountable for the quality of work in that CTE program to make sure that it's really meeting business and industry standards. For a review of these questions and other questions regarding how parents should be involved in the selection process for career and technical education, make sure you utilize the toolbox, which is included as a part of this video module.